Hello everyone, Angry Ragtimer here, coming to you with a video that has been highly requested. Many of you have been seeing the videos and streams coming out of all of the mods that we've been using in Railroader, and you're wondering, well, how do I actually find these mods? How do I install them? All of that good stuff. And we're very excited for you to join us in learning how to mod this stuff and adding new things into the game. So we wanted to show you today in a quick video where to find mods, how to install them, and how to make sure they work. So, obviously the first thing you need to do, own Railroader, have it installed on your computer. Once you do that, of course, you're going to want to look for where to get mods. There are three primary sources that you're going to want to reference. The first is nexusmods.com. This is a free website. You have to sign up for an account, but it doesn't cost you anything, and you could download mods from a whole bunch of different games. So in our case here, we're going to go to Games and search. You can literally just go to All Games, and then up here, make sure you're searching in the Game channel. Search for Railroader. And once you go, you'll find the game. Click on it, and then voila. You can then search by what mods might be new, what might be popular, what might be trending. It'll let you know if you've downloaded certain mods. So that's going to be source number one. And all of these, when you click on them, will tell you what you might need. So, for example, the H9 mod, you could go down here to requirements. This requires the mod asset loader, so you can download that from here. Gives all the permissions and credits of what you're able to do with it, any change logs for when they're updated, and then often have things from the creators of what you might need or what they're working on or all of that good stuff. So you could download from there. The second thing that many mods will require is going to be Railroader. So you can go to railroader.steltis.ch, this website right here, and then you could download Railroader here. And then there are also additional mods that you're going to basically need to have strange customs for. So download from there as well. And then that'll help you with the installation of a lot of different mods. And then finally, if you're on Discord, you could go to the Railroader Discord itself, and inside Discord on the left-hand side on that whole bunch of different things you can click on, there's usually something called Modding News, and in here, there are a whole bunch of different mods that you can download. Some of them will be linked to Nexus Mods, some might be to GitHub, some might be to other places, but you could download mods and then also keep up to date on what various mods are being worked on by clicking into Modding Discussion or Modding Directory. So, with that said, you've learned how to find where the mods are. So the question then becomes, well, how do you actually install them? So I've got a couple of different mods here. We're going to go ahead and install Railroader, and then another thing you can get from Nexus Mods, which is very important to get because some mods will require it, is something called Unity Mod Manager. And Unity Mod Manager is basically a way, let me get out of the Railroader screen here, basically a way for you to install and then have support for various mods. So you're going to need to get Unity Mod Manager as well. So, with that said, let's actually look at how you can install different mods. The first type of mods are going to be those that are considered drag and drops. So what does that mean? That means that you might have some sort of mod that all you have to do is drag it into wherever your Railroader directory is. What is your Railroader directory? It is this right here. Whatever the path is for where you have Steam installed, Steam Apps, Common, and then Railroader. Depending on the mod, it might just say to copy and paste into Railroader data, which is this folder right here. So you literally just drag the file in. Let's grab one real quick just to show. So we have in this folder now one of the mods that just considered a drag and drop. So this is called Locomotive Nicknames. This is found on Nexus Mods. And when you go to open the zip file, you'll see it just says Railroader data. All you do is you're going to hit extract all. Go ahead and extract it wherever you want to. And then once you have your Railroader data, bring up a second folder that is your Railroader common folder. And all you need to do is drag it over. It's going to say, hey, we need to replace some files. That's A-OK. replace the files in the destination, and then you're good. Now, the second type of mods that we have are mods that are going to require Railloader. Well, what is Railloader? Railloader is one of those things that helps to install mods on your system. So how do you use it? Well, download Railloader from the website. Go ahead and unzip it. Put it wherever you need to. And then you're just going to go ahead and run the executable here. And now Railloader is now patched into the game. You have this little dialog box here. Now, many mods like Strange Customs and some of the others are going to require using Railloader. So, for example, right here we have Strange Customs. Strange Customs uses Railloader in order to actually use the game. So again, download the file, have your Railloader executional open, and just drag and drop it right on top. The box should pop up saying that you've successfully installed the mod, and then you can press any key to exit, and you're good to go. If you need to check if the mod actually installed, you can then go into your Steam Apps Common Railroader folder, and now there should be something in here called Mods, and this is for Railloader to keep everything organized. So Strange Customs is now installed. If you ever need to uninstall a mod that uses Railloader, all you do is just go in, delete the folder, and now the mod is uninstalled. The last kind of mod that you're going to be using are those mods that require Unity Mod Manager. Again, on Nexus or on the various websites, they will all feature somewhere that will tell you if they need Unity Mod Manager, Railloader, or just a drag and drop. So, what you're going to do, go ahead, extract Unity Mod Manager to wherever you need to extract it to, open up the file, and then click the application for Unity Mod Manager. Now, your PC might not like this. They might say, hey, you're messing with stuff here. It is safe to use. Go ahead and just hit run anyway. Once it is there, it'll come up with this screen here. You will pick the game that you're trying to install. So in our case, it's Railroader, and it will automatically find your Railroader folder, which is working in here. We're going to go ahead and install Unity Mod Manager, which you'll see now it has added some stuff in the Railroader folder. And then you can go over to Mods. Now in here, you will then be able to drag and drop in your Unity Mod Manager mods, just like you would with Railloader or something similar. So I like the Battle Whistles mod. Whistles are great. I know that this uses Unity Mod Manager. All you're going to do is grab the zip file. You don't need to unzip it, and drag it over. And then it'll say that it unpacked Better Whistles, and now it's working. It'll say OK if it's good. It might also say that you need to update it, which if you need to update it, just let it auto-update. You can just right-click, and it'll allow you to do that. You also see that it includes the button here to uninstall. So if you do need to uninstall a mod for any reason, you can do so using that link. Now, how do we test to make sure this is all working? Well, let's fire up Railroader just to see. So if you're using Unity Mod Manager, it'll come up with the Mod Manager thing up here, and it'll tell you what mods are installed, what version they are, if they have any other requirements, and what the current status is. So you can turn it on or off by hitting the button. With this green, that means it's working. So I'm going to go ahead, save that, and close out of the Mod Manager. And that's just for Unity Mod Manager. And then let's just start up a new single-player save. So we'll just do a new game. And once you're actually in, if you ever need to see if any of the Railloader mods or other things are working, you can do so. Now, the other thing the game will tell you about is something called Harmony. Harmony is a library that mods use to patch while the game's running. If this ever pops up for you, just hit Fix Harmony. And you might need to restart the game to make sure it works. But once you hit Fix Harmony, it'll go ahead and patch itself. The other thing you'll see is up in the top right-hand corner is this RL button. That is Railloader. And you can check to see. It'll have a whole list of all the mods you have installed. You can check for updates. Make sure that it's doing what it needs to do. And in our case, everything's working just fine. So, voila. That is the way to check to see how the mods are installed. If you're never sure, you can always double check with a locomotive or a piece of rolling stock. In our case, we're going to make sure that that whistle mod is actually working. So let's go ahead, click on this locomotive. And there's our whistle file. Normally there's only a handful of whistles, and this one has a few extras in here, so we should be able to use that. Let's see here. And otherwise, you're good to go. So that, friends, is the quick way of just making sure that your mods are installed with all of that. Now, some mods you might find are helpful are inside the Angry Ragtimer mod pack. We do have that on our Discord, which is linked down in the video description. So if you want to get our mod pack, which has some exclusive mods for populating the world, branch lines, eventually maybe some cars and locomotives that are exclusive to what we do, check out the link below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. We hope this helps you as you try to play the game Railroader and try to patch and add some new fun content for you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.